Holy shit, it's us!
It's us.
Our voices again.
It's the Mulligan men.
It's us guys.
It's Mullicast, except it's called the Mulligan Podcast, because we don't suck.
I don't think it's not gonna have a name, it's just the fucking Mulligan Podcast, who cares? Hello, audience! Welcome to the Mulligan Podcast!
Welcome back once again, audience. Whiteness, blackness, nothingness, afterwardsness.
Excuse me?
That's what he said. He said, God is not realness, after he said whiteness and redness.
I don't think Tobuscus did that.
He did do it. It was right after the big metal doors.
This is the first episode of the Mulligan Podcast.
Holy shit.
It's our voices again.
What a right way to start the Mulligan Podcast with a bunch of fucking do-overs because we can't speak.
It's part of the bit. It's the theme.
Oh yeah, we're terrible on purpose. Is that really the start?
The Tobuscus thing?
That's terrible. We can edit all these at the end, but let's have an honest to God real fucking beginning. Hey guys.
Mulligan.
Aw, fuck you.
I wasn't trying to interrupt you, I just said it because there was a silence.
Mulligan. You fucking ostrich. Why did you do that? Hey guys, it's us, Tommy and Patrick from Mulligan. We decided we're finally going to put out one of those podcasts we've been talking about, and we're just calling it the Mulligan Podcast, but...
Because that's what the world needs, is another fucking podcast.
Exactly, and that joke has not been made ever.
Yeah, there's definitely not... Probably at least 800 other podcasts.
Show me original joke theme music! Thank you. Alright. I'm Tommy Stevenson. I'm an editor and graphic designer from the East Coast, and with me is Patrick Hill, also known as X Versa, also known as Head Cheese to some. He's a...
I don't use that name anymore.
Oh yeah, so don't use it here, bucko. Watch your fucking back. He's a musician.
I don't know if musician is the word I'd use.
Alright, wise guy.
I'm a producer, alright? I produce music with bleeps and bloops, alright,
So you
guys?
create music.
Yeah.
Musician. So,
No.
both very talented young men. We've been best friends for like a decade.
Way to suck your own dick. Very talented, huh? It sucks.
We're gay because we try. It sucks. So,
God damn it.
anyway, we're just a couple of friends who have our own passions, and we like to collaborate on stuff. Stop fucking backtracking everything I say, you big orc. Let me have something.
You just called me an orc?
Yeah, you've been calling me everything else under the sun. You get ready to have
What are you
something?
talking about? I haven't called you a single name this whole podcast. You've called me an orc.
You said, way to suck your own dick. That means you call me dick sucker. Jerk.
Hold on, I'm gonna crack my finger right into the mic. Check this out.
Alright.
You like that shit?
Well, I'm gonna crunch my fucking knee that I got replaced after falling down some steps, and it's made of metal.
Get ready. Tommy has a water bottle. Get ready.
It's not water.
Ready for this joke.
It's my aluminum plate leg, you fucking asshole. I fell down 3 flights of steps.
He's gonna use the fucking can that you just poured a drink
I did not pour a drink. That's my leg, you fucking prick. That's my leg because of you.
This sucks.
Because you pushed me down the steps. But I gave
What
you a
do we
second
do?
chance, because that's what we do here at Mulligan. And that's our start. There you go. Just cut from there. Holy shit, what an intro.
Jesus Christ.
I really wanted to give us like an honest foundation so people might think we're human, but we just don't have that flowing right now.
We'll do that when we're on like episode like 48.
That's stupid. People won't care. We'll get like 116 views at max and then cry because we didn't get more. Just me?
We just...
Just me?
Alright, so...
Sucks.
So, what is Mulligan? How'd you come up with the name? Okay, so...
Thank you, little turtle.
Thank you, Jonathan Interview, for that lovely question.
That's his real name.
It. Yeah.
His dad's...
So, for those who don't know, Mulligan is a golf term, which is basically saying when you try to hit the ball with the big metal rod that they golf with, and then you fuck up and you hit the dirt instead, you go, I'm gonna take a mulligan, and then you do it again. And so that's what this is. This is a second chance because, Jesus Christ, have we tried a lot
We've
of
hit
shit
the
in
ground,
past.
we've thrown the club, we stick that club up our ass a couple of times and done nothing. But
I've thrown 8 golf balls in like a shotgun pattern at the person like down the way.
I stepped on a tee and was out of commission for 2 years.
Is that what happened?
That is what I didn't lose creative freedom and go into depression, dude. I just stepped on a golf tee on the on the course, bro.
Absolutely.
The course of life. Mulligan. Anyway, so we're essentially we've been a part of a channel before, and me, Patrick, and like one other person named TJ, who's a good man. We all gave a shit and made stuff, and then everybody else was there too. So when we disbanded, Patrick and I decided that we had the free time and the passion to keep making stuff together. So Mulligan is our second shot at collaborating and making something better than what we can make alone. And that is where that name came from.
Yeah, and then because like the older one that we had, I'll just fucking say it was called Auracast. You can't fucking. I guess the sort of same idea where it's like, you know, I mean, that's kind of the purpose of any collaborative thing, is like you make something that's better than the sum of its parts. But like with Auracast, I feel like I don't know, there's something about just the whole aesthetic of it and the whole vibe behind it was a little too tech startup from LA kind of vibe. It was very, like all the graphics and stuff were very kind of, I don't know, aiming for this very sort of like modern minimalist look, and then I feel like it was almost too... I think we took ourselves too seriously. I think that was part of the problem.
You know, to make a... something that seemed very inspirational seemed very fucking stupid in a couple of seconds. You know, it's a Let's Play channel. It's like it's a bunch of fucking high school students with free time and editing software. And that's all, like, that's the whole point of what it should have been. It's just something for fun.
So that's the thing, with, like, Auracast, it was, like, supposed to be this, like, big mix of, like, oh, it's all different kinds of media. It's filmmaking, it's music.
It was, like, 7 people, I think. I don't even remember.
It's storytelling, and then it's also gaming, and then, like, the gaming stuff just happened to be the easiest stuff to produce, because, I mean, it's literally just, you record a game and fucking talk over it, and, like, that's it. So, like, there just happened to be the most of that on there. And I know, like, I did a lot of, like, streams and stuff for it, too.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, this is post-editing Patrick. So, on this part, I rambled for fucking ages without properly explaining what the hell I was talking about. So, I cut it out. So, I'm just going to continue from later in.
But I'm not trying to be shitty. I think it was just the way that you explained it was kind of like, if I didn't know what Warcast was or who you were at all, I'd be like, I have no clue what you're talking about. Like,
so do
we
take a mulligan and try again?
Yes. All right, we can just take it from the.
All right. I think Jonathan Interview has another question for us.
Oh, what is that, Jonathan?
Good question, Jonathan Interview. I almost said Interview Jonathan. I'm sorry. You know.
You fucker. Play that's my motherfucker. I'll fucking find you.
So, basically, we were part of an old channel.
Did you just snort him up your nose? Is he tiny and dead now? You snort him up your nose. He's in your nose.
That sucks. Jonathan Interview, get out of there.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay, thank you.
All right, he left.
So basically, we used to be part of. So yeah, we were on Orcast. We just we recorded something for that, and then that footage got lost, and then we tried again. This time it was separate from that because the channel by that time everyone had just kind of moved on from it. No one was really making anything for it anymore.
Right. You know, as we're recording the episodes for Orcast, we're opening with, "Hey, welcome back to Orcast Spider-Man," or whatever we were playing. We were like, let's stop saying that and let's start saying,
yeah, I do
welcome
remember
back.
Yeah, like halfway through, like we just started like not saying it, and then I even said like we could just like edit out the intros of us saying like "Welcome back to Orcast."
We were gonna dub over it with "Welcome back to Mulligan," whatever it was. We had like a really shitty Edna Mode bot that was reading Mulligan. Sound like Billy, the like little alien from American Dad.
Once again, as usual, you're busting out these references and have no idea what you're talking about.
He's like a little Frankenstein boy, and he's like,
whatever, dude.
My name is Billy. He sounds like that.
I don't care about Frankenstein boy.
Yo, Billy,
right?
Billy fans, where you at?
Billy fucking is awesome.
Thank you. All right, pick up.
So we recorded a bunch of shit for like when it was starting to become our own thing, and then we lost that footage too because like that hard drive failed.
Y'all want to hear a motherfucking story? Oh yeah, that hard drive failed, alright. More like that hard drive was pushed. To make a very long story short, I had two fuckers over for a slumber party and they broke my laptop and didn't own up to it. And I lost all the footage from Michigan because I forgot to back it up. Mm-hmm. And that's my own fault. But people shouldn't break shit and not own up to it. Or just don't break shit. Don't break shit. Thank you.
Just don't break other people's things.
Yeah, it might have meant a lot to me, because it did. And, but we'll never have it back. We played Naked Brothers Band, and I lost my fucking mind and laughed so hard I vomited. And we'll never have it back. It's your fault.
Yep. Is that his name?
Yeah. And
Is that both their names?
bleep those or don't. I don't care.
do we put? Do I need to bleep those out?
Their address is 326 Chestnut.
No!
So anyway, we've made a ton of stuff and lost a ton of stuff, and instead of just flat out giving up, we gave up for about 2 years, and now we're back. So we want to make stuff about every 2 weeks if that fits.
Yeah.
We both have school and work and family and, you know, every excuse to not do something. Mm-hmm. But we are going to really try and push through that so that way we can, you know, be creative people and happy people.
Yeah, I think the thought is ideally probably like 2 videos a month or so and like at least like maybe 1 video per month or so. Because the stuff that we're making is like pretty highly edited, so it takes a lot of extra work. I don't know. Maybe I should cut this.
No, what do you mean?
Let me try again.
You can reword it.
Let me take a mulligan! So, I think Jonathan Interview has another question for us.
How come you are doing uploads every day like a Game Grumps would?
Well, because Game Grumps are fucking stupid for one. But our stuff is like
he needs to
a lot
blow
more
his nose.
Like heavily edited, kind of. And so I don't know. Like we're not the type of people to where we like sit down, record an hour, and then cut down that hour into very specific like 15-minute chunks or whatever. Like we just kind of record a thing and then just edit that down.
So far, we have 1 upload.
Yeah, we have exactly 1 video. I don't know. It's like we had so much stuff that was like being worked on but then never saw the light of day. Like I know like Tommy has like these like unlisted videos on his channel of like the old stuff that we were doing for like the first try when we were doing our own channel. Like we played some fucking like Pixar Cars game on PS2.
It was Cars Race-A-Rama, you piece of shit.
And it's like we have like 4 or 5 minutes of it like edited, and he just has that. And
it's still funny.
Yeah, it's
still good.
Fucking hysterical. It's so much fun.
But we lost everything else for it, so
yeah,
you know.
But then, so like for this video, it's like because I feel like it's an issue. I feel like everybody fucking has this, where like you start working on something and then it gets put on the back burner and then never fucking like comes out ever. But like this one did. Like Captain Spirit, like we recorded Captain Spirit in like
it was a summer of
2019.
Yeah, it's been 2 years.
Yeah, so yeah, like
because we lost all that footage, recorded that immediately, and then like kind of edited some of it, and then just didn't. Like honestly, just fell off. It's really easy to lose the will to like want to work on something when you keep getting fucked every time you try to finish it. So it gets to the point where you're just like, fine, but you can't think like that because that's self-destructive. You have to finish stuff. You have to persevere.
Yeah, and then like 2020 happened, And wow, 2020 sure was a bad year, huh? But I mean, it actually was.
I mean, it fucking was awful.
2020 like killed like everything, like motivation for everything. Like everyone just got super busy, and then like so 2021 rolls around, and Tommy had told me, he's like, okay, this is gonna be the year where we're gonna stop fucking around. We're gonna actually complete something. So. Like, it was really, like, mid-January even, where you're just like, I'm just gonna start editing that. Because, like, I had always kind of, like, throughout 2020, jokingly pestered Tommy constantly, like, how's Captain Spirit going? And he's like, I haven't worked on it. And I'd ask him, like, every, like, 3 months, and be like, hey, Tommy, how's Captain Spirit going? And then he'd tell me the same, like, you know, just like, oh, I haven't worked on it, I've been too busy. But then, like, mid-January, I was like, hey, Tommy, how's Captain Spirit going? And you're like, you know what, asshole? I'm gonna finish this shit.
And I did, too. And so
it's like, holy shit, we actually fucking did it.
Yeah, like, and I agree with what you say, too, where it's like, it's cool to talk about, but it's also like, don't stand around, suck your own dick, and be like, well, I finished it, so I get to do nothing, or I get to, like, you know, I think everything we work on should be treated as like a step, and we should try to aim above that every time. Water break with Mulligan.
Water check. If you're listening to the podcast, take a drink of water now. Do it now.
Yeah,
hydrate.
Non-water drinkers, what are you, fucking lame?
Yeah, you're lame. If you're not drinking water, you're lame.
I see your cracked lips, you greasy fuck. Take a drink of water.
But yeah, so like with music, if you're always like waiting for that to be like, oh, I have to be in the zone, it's like, dude, you're not going to get anything done. And I was definitely in that state for like a while. But like now, I'm always just like, every like 2 days or so, I'll just be like, let me just take like an hour and just, even if I don't like work on anything, just to like listen to something and get some ideas. Because that's what I'll often do is like, I'll listen to a track and I'll be like, maybe I could fix up this like transition from the bridge into the second chorus a little better. So like I'll do something. So like I'm kicking away at it, but you have to like be on a schedule in order to get it done. You can't just do it like, when I feel like it. It's like, even if you don't feel like it, just fuck it. Just do it.
By the way, may I say, not that. You have some
I'm gonna fucking bass boost and distort the fuck out of that.
You have some really great works in progress that you just do not have. You know, it's like me too, but, you know, just stuff that no one else has that we send each other. And it's really good. It's really, really good. It should be out there. It should, you know, for people who don't know, any of the music we use on this channel is Patrick's. Like, there are no outside sources for Mulligan stuff. Like, it's a collaborative project between Tommy Stevenson and Patrick Hill. It's that simple. Like, if it's not between both of us, then it's not going to be on here. If it's his project, it'll be on X Versa. If it's mine, it'll be Tom on Comms. But, you know, Mulligan is all about the same shit we were on Orcast. We're trying to make something better than what we can make alone.
Yeah,
and
like on that,
just
like
fun.
on that Captain Spirit video, there's both like the intro music and then also the like end credits thing. Like I made both of those. They're
and the
not like
edits
finished, but
about.
they're just like simple little, just like fucking hip hop beats that we just use. So,
and we both take responsibility for a project. Like Patrick did the like the main cut, got all the bullshit out of it, like just parts where we don't talk. All
we
that.
should explain like why the fucking audio on that is so shit.
Okay, yeah. Well, it's pretty simple. I mean, you go ahead.
So basically, because what happened when we lost that footage for like when we recorded in person, I just kind of had the idea of like, well, who says we need to like be in person to record? And so we used the fucking like PlayStation as that share play thing where you'd basically stream like the game to like one person in particular. So I just played through this fucking shitty Captain Spirit game and showed Tommy, and then so like all of it was just from like saving clips on the PS4, and like I just had my like regular like PS4 like headset, like just my headphones, the fucking shitty mic on it, and I guess Tommy did too. And so like we just did that, and then I did like the first cut, like cutting out all the bullshit and like putting all the clips together, just using the PS4's like built-in, what's it called, Share Factory thing to just slap it all together. And then originally, I guess the idea was to just do, like, a couple simple visual edits that I wouldn't be able to do on Share Factory, send that to Tommy and have him do those. And, like, I think there were, like, four visual edits. I'm like, hey, can you do these?
just do this,
and
this,
then it
this,
just
this.
fucking exploded.
Well, because we got to the point where we were like, we could do this, we could do this, we could do this. Let's cut all this bullshit, but then do this. And, you know, I want people to know, the audio issues, like, definitely kind of on my end, because I think our first video is important, but I also think, if anything was to mean a lot, like, that was the start of us not giving up. Like, I know it took us 2 years to put out, but the whole reason we recorded that Let's Play was not because we planned on it. We sat down, talked about how much it sucked that we lost everything, and still decided to record something.
Yeah, we're just like,
do
you want to just record something, like, now?
Yeah,
like, sure.
And we did. So I sat my Blue Yeti on a bar stool in front of me on the couch, and it was in my living room. I'm still in my living room, but I have better audio set up. And it bounced along every wall. So I'm sure that audio is definitely my bad, but
it was actually,
you hear us now,
it was
and you're
a
like,
lot
oh.
worse before. But
Yeah,
Tommy did
we
some
put it through
kind
Audacity.
of after the fact, like, audio editing on it to make it sound better. And goddamn, does it sound better? But it's still like, kind of bad.
Yeah. Well, and I noticed with, like, you know, I did look at the analytics for Captain Spirit. A lot of people who watched us watched all the way through, but some people hopped off after the first minute. And I imagine that's either because we are definitely not the mature content they were looking for. And the audio.
Some fucking,
like, I think the audio
some fancy
threw people
British
out.
aristocrat with a fucking big pipe in his fucking mouth, sitting on a big leather chair in his study. He pulls out his fucking diamond encased with gold layering fucking tablet, and he's like, "Oh, Mulligan plays Captain Spirit. Let's take a look at this one." And then the first joke is, "I'm gonna Photoshop this to say 420," and he audibly gasped and then threw the tablet into the fire and left his study in a huff.
You don't know many rich people, dude.
What do you mean? That's what
A
they
rich
all have
person would never
giant
throw
fucking library
something.
studies,
They would
don't
ask their butler to throw something for them. You fucking idiot. You're making lies on this podcast.
I'm not. I met
You
that
are
guy.
a liar. Liar, man. Oh, really? What's his name?
Jonathan Interview. Boom! Boom!
No! No! Not you!
Yes.
No! No! Damn it.
Sucks.
This
Fucking
sucks. Jonathan Interview gets shot in the temple at point blank range. Thank you.
Oh my
Alright,
God.
we're done.
Why would you do
Don't.
that to him, Stevenson? So, anyway, about the audio. It'll be better in the future, trust me.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, that one was
You
like...
hear us now.
That one was, like, purely made from, like, PS4, like, saved clips. And from now on, we're just gonna do, like, actual, like, for real capture card, and then, like, record the audio separately, so it'll be better, trust me. Alright, so, I think Jonathan Interview has another question for us.
I shot him. He's dead. His brother, Brian Interview, is here, though.
Oh, okay.
Brian, do you want to go ahead and give us a question?
Yes, my question is, now that you've released your first video, where do you wish to go from here?
Excellent
Okay.
question, Brian Interview.
Yeah, thank you, Brian. Sorry about shooting your brother point blank in the temple with a .40.
I definitely won't try to get revenge. You don't have to worry about me.
Okay. Well, that's, you know, that's settling. It's good.
That's settling. Anyway. That fucking sucks.
It
That sucks so bad. But yeah.
Go ahead.
So, I guess the thing is, too, is just, like, now that we've, like, finished one, I was immediately like, okay, we gotta keep this up, let's go. Record the podcast. When do you want to do the podcast? And so, here we are, and then...
Back to our roots, we asked if we wanted to do it today, and that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
You know, I messaged you this morning, and I was like, hey, podcast today, now?
It's just like, yeah, sure, just fuck it, let's just sit down and do it.
But, we've recorded podcasts ourselves, and we've been on other ones plenty of times. So, like, I guess the whole point of this one is, one, like, this is where we really get to talk to you guys and, like, you know, I guess be ourselves. Because everything else we put out is either going to be super cut or you can't take seriously. Like, the podcast, you're going to get us, and we'll take genuine questions from people other than Jonathan interview and Brian interview.
Well, we can't take questions from Jonathan interview anymore.
Well,
he's kind of he's like in a bloody heap on the floor right there.
He's okay.
You're gonna have to sweep him up or something. You're gonna have to get him out of there.
I'm not sweeping shit. I already shot him, so he'll disintegrate.
I don't think humans are that biodegradable. I think it takes a long time.
The birds will get them.
You're inside. Do you let birds in
I'll
your
open
house
the
to
door.
eat them?
Number 15, buzzards. The last
Buzzards.
Buzzard. The man buzzard.
Stop! Yeah, so man, I don't even know where to fucking go from here. I'm lost. Where am I?
Patrick, it's okay.
We're in the woods.
You have crab phobia.
I have crab phobia. You're right.
It's okay.
The memories are flooding back to me. You killed Jonathan Interview!
No.
It was you!
Nuh-uh.
How many times are we gonna do this bit?
There's something I did want to touch on, like, really bad. And it wasn't my penis for once.
Sorry,
we'll actually talk
sorry
about
if this
something.
first podcast fucking sucks, by the way. We're trying
Listen,
to get
we're
to grips
cutting
with it.
all of it out.
So,
I guess
does Brian Interview have another question for us?
Does he?
What topic are we tackling right
asleep.
now for me to fake a
He's
fucking question from the fake man?
He's asleep right here by the fire. Brian.
Brian.
Hey. Brian. Okay.
Okay, well, Brian Interview is
Brian?
asleep, so we're not gonna mess with him.
Okay. Hey, did you take my gun?
No.
Okay.
No. Nope.
So stuff we want to work on with the channel. We, you know, in the past we've done a lot of Let's Play stuff. I guess with Mulligan, we want to keep doing Let's Play stuff, but like the podcast is so that way we can keep you guys informed and like, you know, kind of be our ground for like having normal conversations or fucking terrible ones. Probably the latter.
Mostly
I'll say
terrible
normal
ones.
conversations, and then in a year people put quote unquote normal conversations and have whatever stupid shit we come up with as a compilation. But, you know, we haven't fully thought of what we're going to work on together. I know one music video that's going to be a Mulligan production. Just one that I can think of right now. And it probably won't come out until next year because of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
But aside from that, I mean, mainly just look forward to, like, us playing with friends and doing our own thing.
Yeah.
Speaking
of, well, I guess not really COVID, but just kind of because we live in fucking completely different states.
Yeah.
I think the majority of stuff that we're going to be doing is, I don't want to say similar to Captain Spirit in terms of, like, audio, because no, we're not doing that anymore. It's going to be better. But, like, I'm going to try to come up with a setup to, like, sort of stream him the thing from, like, long distance. Basically just long distance kind of recording and doing dumb shit. But we are planning soon here for Tommy to come up here again. And this time officially for actually Mulligan for real this time. And we're not going to lose this footage.
Nope.
And
I'm bringing a extended 6 terabyte hard drive. So
we're gonna
should be good.
We're probably gonna record Jesus Christ so much shit for that.
Oh yeah.
And then, but yeah,
we have plans. We have lots of plans.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, you know, we gotta wait about 2 months or so for me to be able to put those into action.
Mm-hmm.
We're also both working on our own stuff. You know, I know I've already said it, but part of this whole thing is that way we can both show off and talk about what we're doing in our own fields.
Mm-hmm.
And like, music shit with you is fascinating. I gotta say, like, the circle of people you know, and just, like, you know, editing's pretty straightforward. Like, I feel like I could show anybody how to fade something in, or how to, like, cut something together, or recognize, like, frames per second. But music is so complicated, and such a niche, like, I don't know. I feel like you genuinely have to be born with some of that. Because I don't know. It's so difficult for me to, like, I guess, understand it all.
I mean, anything can be learned, I guess, but I don't know. I kind of didn't. When it comes to music stuff, I'm, like, completely self-taught. I don't know a goddamn thing about music theory. You could ask me to play a fucking G chord, and I will fucking cry. Alright, like, I don't know how to do that shit.
I believe you.
Were you about to ask me to play a G chord just so you could maybe cry on the
podcast? Yeah. Patrick, play a G chord live on the podcast right now. So, Patrick claims to not be a musician and not understand music theory, but he can make fucking amazing music.
I will say that not that you need to, like, know music theory for that. Like, there's a lot of artists out there. Like, I know one in particular. What the fuck is that guy's name? He did the music for Blade Runner. Fucking Vangelis, that's the name.
Yeah.
Like one of my favorite songs, like, in the world is it's called Blade Runner Blues. It plays like it's like halfway through the movie. There's just like a scene where it's just like Deckard just kind of like fucking sitting there, and this fucking amazing like jazz piece comes in. Vangelis does not know a damn thing about music theory. Like he said he's like, I've never learned it ever, and he's still able to make this like amazing fucking like jazz pieces. So like, you know, you don't have to fucking go to school to learn everything. It's like, just fucking do it. Just start working on it. How I got started on making shit was remixing other people's music and kind of seeing how they did it and then applying that to my own stuff. Like the very first thing that I ever made was like a fucking awful like trance remix of the Tetris theme.
Oh yeah, you've sent that my way and talked shit on it.
Well, I guess actually how I truly got started was on fucking Little Big Planet 2, honestly.
Oh, really?
Because yeah, Little Big Planet 2 was the game that introduced the music sequencer. Mm-hmm. And the first things I did on that was kind of recreating stuff on, like, Newgrounds, basically. Like, there's this one artist on Newgrounds, I don't know how to pronounce it. He's Swedish, and he makes, like, chiptunes. Like, it's like Bunny Maj. It's like Bunny, M-A-J-S.
Bunny Jamas or something?
Bunny Mao, I don't know how the fuck you say it. He's Swedish.
Yeah.
But, like, he made tons of chiptunes, and that's what I did early on. I made lots of chiptune stuff, and I kind of still really like making stuff like that. But
well, you'll still hop on Little Big Planet and like look at your music.
Yeah, and that was like how I started out, was sort of recreating his chiptune tracks within Little Big Planet by using the music sequencer. And then I started like kind of making more original stuff. And then I was like, because I had always watched through what's that guy, Seamless, on YouTube. You've probably seen his videos all the time. He's got the fucking, he sounds like he needs to fucking blow his nose at every second of his life. He appears on screen and he's like, "Hey guys, I'm Seamless, and welcome to How to Bass." And
I have not.
And like I just watched those, and then I got a don't tell nobody, I got a pirated copy of FL Studio. I bought it now.
This is the
I've
fucking police.
I have an actual for real copy of my own now. It's fine. But that's what I started. I think I was like 16 when I started, and yeah, I just made like shitty like trance music. And you can find all my like old stuff is on my Newgrounds page. I still have it uploaded there.
Huh.
And then just kind of, so yeah, just like from remixing like other people's stuff is just how I like started working on my own original stuff. And for a lot of stuff now, I do work with samples a lot. I feel like it's fun. I really like kind of like chopping up like samples and kind of reorganizing.
I've seen you take
stuff.
like just like a very simple like voice clip and turn it into a whole build up or song.
Fucking like that future bass thing where it's like chopped up vocals. That shit is so fun. I think that's one of the most.
That's
things.
my favorite. Patrick makes a ton of stuff, and the majority of his best work, in my opinion, is not able to be seen by anybody because
it's not done yet. still working on
Exactly,
it.
but you and I both do that 100%. Like, my work in progress folder is 1,000,000 times bigger than anything I've ever posted publicly and, like, linked myself to.
Oh, yeah.
I think a problem with that is we both strive for, I guess, like,
I think it's just
not perfection, but just, like, self-satisfaction.
yeah, we're both
in our
like
work.
kind of in that sort of perfectionist loop where like
It's like, if it's not going to be good enough, then I'm not going to post it, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like, and with Captain Spirit, trust me, there was a ton of stuff we wanted to fix and do. Like, but I think ultimately we came out with something we were really happy we finished and was leagues ahead of what we had originally planned on.
Mhm. And the thing with that too, I think, I was going to bring this up earlier about, it's like, when you finish something, you can't, like, just rest on your laurels and be like, I'm done now. Life is good.
Yeah.
Like, we finished that, and I was not in the state of, like, we finally finished that video that we did for 2 years. Now we can sit back and kick back and relax. I'm just like, I was immediately like, okay, we need to make something new, like, now.
Yeah, we got to keep it rolling. You got to, don't break the chain.
We gotta keep that momentum. So, I mean, very shortly after it was finally uploaded, you know, like I said, we're just like, podcast time. And I imagine as soon as this is probably even finished recording, but definitely once it's like finished editing and uploaded, we'll just be like, all right, time to record the next game.
Yeah, I think we're getting towards the end here anyway.
Yeah.
But, so, we're kind of winding down here, but if this one's a little stale, apologies, it's just us trying to get our foundation in. The next episode, we should have a guest in, and it's going to be a good one.
Okay, like, we've been guests on other podcasts, like, not even that long ago, like a month or two ago we did, but, like,
Yeah.
it's been pretty much 2 years since we did one that was just us two. That was, like, just us.
You know, we're doing this for fun. So fuck it.
Mm-hmm. So, speaking of moving on to new things, I think we're gonna get the hell out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck this fucking campsite. I'm sick of it. I got mosquito bites.
Why is the fire pink?
What?
Why is the fire pink? Oh shit, sun's coming up.
Oh my god, it's a bear. A bear is attacking the camp. That was like an awful, like, half shout. Don't want to wake your parents up half shout.
It was not.
It was.
I screeched. I turned away and screeched.
The bear is coming. Oh god. Alright guys, bye.